As we continue with our heritage coverage, we now go to the Northern Cape. We cross live to our reporter Zinhle Kanyane, who is at the Khoisan Rock Paintings in Kimberley. Zinhle, thank you so much for your time. Do you know that you are actually in my hometown, Kimberley, and the people there are some of the friendliest I know? How has your experience been so far?
You know what, Unati, I can't agree with you more. The people here are really so friendly and very warm and welcoming. It's been a pleasure being in this province for the past few days, exploring the tourism attractions, but also the rich heritage that this province has. Right now, we are in a koppie called Wildebeest. And this particular koppie is very special and very unique because over 200 years ago, we are told that this place was a melting pot. It was a volcano. And these rocks that you now see were lava that then dried out after the volcano erupted. And now what the San people that lived around here, the Khoisan people, they would come to this particular place, and we are told that it's a very spiritual place for them, and they would engrave certain engravings in these rocks using small stones, and they would engrave different pictures. As you can see, there are different animals in these rocks, and we are told that it's more than just an animal to them. It has a spiritual meaning, and this is a very sacred space for the Khoisan people that they use. They would come here for inspiration, for wisdom, for some kind of divine intervention or interaction with their gods at that time. And this is just one of the few places here in the Northern Cape that still kind of resemble the lifestyle of the Khoisan people. And we know that a few years later, the Kun and the Khwe people then descended upon this place, which they also seem, or they fall under the Khoisan people, so to speak. They still live the similar lifestyles of the Khoisan people, even though they are the Kun and the Khwes. But this is a very unique, it's a place that really gets you grounded and gets you feel the lifestyle of the people of the soil, as we call them. And so we know that right now this place is a heritage attraction, especially during Heritage Day. And right now the visuals I'm giving you, Unati, the tour guide here, he's giving these locals a tour of this historic place, and he's taking them through the different rocks and their different meanings and their significance to the Khoisan people. And you can see the young people here, they're dancing, they're very excited, you know, and intrigued to know this rich history of the Khoisan people that is now depicted in these stones right here in the Wildebeest rock art copy.
And sadly, it's a part of history that many people from Kimberley, because I come from Kimberley, like I said, don't know about it. You know, it's not inculcated in the school curriculum as an example. Now, earlier you were in the city of Kimberley. You visited the Big Hole. Tell us about that experience.
The experience was beautiful. We are living in different times, under different circumstances, and so we aren't able to celebrate Heritage Day the way we usually want. And I think COVID-19 and the pandemic has really kind of changed things around for everybody, and that's why we are seeing people visiting iconic tourist destinations like the Big Hole. We were in the Big Hole earlier, but it's really heartwarming to see such young people coming to heritage sites like this on Heritage Day, starting kind of a new pattern, a new normal of celebrating and enriching your mind with such information of the people of the soil. And like you said, in the history books, there's not much information really and knowledge of the lifestyle of the San people and the lifestyle and the kind of life they lived really. So it's beautiful to see young people like this come to the site and be taken on a tour, to be told what these engravings mean. I mean, you can imagine, Unati, engraving these engravings using a stone. It can't be an easy task, I tell you. But you look at how smooth these drawings are, and you look at how they fully depict the animal itself. And that says a lot on the kind of people the San people are, and the kind of detail and resilience that they have to engrave these pictures on hard rock, and yet it still also has a spiritual meaning for them. So it's beautiful to see what we're seeing today. We have been in and around the city of Kimberley this morning, and the tourism department is really trying to ensure that the history of the San people, the history of the people of this province, is really taken up and it's portrayed and given to the world, because honestly that is what they have. This is the truth and the heritage that the people have here, and they're trying to use that to boost the tourism industry and educate people that come to the Northern Cape about the land of the people of the soil.